If you've watched enough YouTube videos online, then you probably realize that a lot of people rave about how great American Express cards are. But if you happen to be out of the credit card game watching everybody else participate from the sidelines, then you might be wondering why people like Amex cards so much. Well, the main reasons are actually at least 5, because there are some big secrets about how these cards work that really unlock incredible value for people who are in the know, and therefore we rave about Amex cards due to those secret high value options. So if you happen to be out of the know, then this video will help you get in the know very quickly. Let's begin with the first major secret that most people aren't aware of. And that is, points are automatically combined into one balance. So taking you into my Amex account right now, you'll see I do have a pretty big balance of 226,028 points, and all of those are not just earned from one card. Rather, they're from all of my Amex cards together. That means all the points from my personal platinum card, my personal gold card, my business gold card, and my blue business plus, and all other Amex cards that I've had in the past or currently have as well that earn Amex membership rewards points. As long as they earn the same type of points, they will automatically be pooled together and represented by that single balance. And yes, this includes all personal cards and business cards as long as you have them under the same profile, meaning the same login. So why is this so awesome? Well, let me give you 2 major reasons. The first one being this allows you to use the card with the highest category multiplier for every single purchase that you make. Here's an example of what I mean. Let's say you spend a lot of money on travel, food, and other miscellaneous types of purchases that don't fall into a regular rewards category. So up first here, we have the Amex Platinum card. This is going to be a great option for those of you who spend money on flights specifically. 5 points per dollar when you book them directly with the airlines or through Amex Travel, up to $500,000 per year. Although I doubt most people would probably run into that sort of limit. Now, in addition to flights, let's say you're a traveling consultant, you got to spend money on hotels and rental cars and parking and all that type of stuff. So transit and other travel. There's also the Amex Green Card for that. There's some triple point categories here, including flights, hotels, tours, campgrounds, rental cars, cruises, vacation rentals, and more. And then on the transit front, that includes things like trains, taxi cabs, rideshare services, ferries, tolls, parking, buses, and subways. Moving on again here, let's say you also spend a lot of money at home on food, perhaps still eating out, and especially supermarkets. The Amex Gold Card earns 4 points per dollar on both of those types of categories. For restaurants, it's worldwide plus takeout and delivery in the US. And for groceries at US supermarkets, that's on up to $25,000 per year. Lastly, let's say you've got some additional purchases for business reasons that don't fall into any of those categories that we just saw. The Amex Blue Business Plus card here earns double points on all of those other types of purchases on up to $50,000 of spend per year. So between the platinum, the gold, the green, and the blue business plus, all of those earn membership rewards points, and provided that you apply, get approved, and add them to the same online Amex profile, your points balance will automatically pool all of those together for you to be able to use. Reason number 2 why this is so great: because you can pool or combine all these points, it allows you to be able to redeem for much bigger redemptions. Think about how awful it would be if every single card had separate balances that could not be combined. Therefore, if you only have 10,000 points on this card and 4,000 on another and 21,000 on a third, and you want to redeem for a big flight or an expensive hotel or something else, and neither one of them would have enough points to be able to make that purchase on their own. But if you pooled all those together, you might be able to pay for that round trip flight or the 1 or 2 nights in a nice hotel without a problem. This is especially useful for those of you who are on team travel and want to use transfer partners. Amex has a bunch of these with airlines and hotels, allowing you to take your Amex points and push them out to those programs to do other types of cool redemptions. Then for those of you who are on team cashback on the personal side, you may want to look into the Schwab Platinum card. That one has a cool feature called Invest with Rewards. You can see that right here on my dashboard. When I click on that and go through a few prompts, this is what allows me to cash out Amex points at 1.1 cents per point for cash into my eligible Schwab brokerage account. And then if I want to push it out to a checking account or whatever I want to do, I can also do that. Super secret number 2, you can get multiple Amex cards with one inquiry. I can't even begin to tell you how often people ask me, Mark, how in the world is it that you only have a little over a dozen inquiries on your credit report, but you've got multiple dozens of credit cards? Well, the first answer for that is that inquiries only stay on your credit report for 2 years. So all of my credit card accounts that are over 2 years old, and I do have quite a few of those, have already had their inquiries disappear from my report. So that solves the first part. But secondarily, I also have a lot of different American Express cards, and I have not gotten an inquiry from Amex in at least over 2 years, because if you scroll through all those inquiries on my report, you will not see Amex anywhere to be found. And why is this so intriguing? Well, especially for those people who are in the earlier years of building credit, every time you have a new inquiry hit your credit report, that usually will make your credit score drop by several points. It might be 2, 3, 4, 5 points, or for those of you really early in your journey, it could be more. 10 or 15 points can happen. So that's why having one inquiry for multiple cards can be so great, because you don't have to worry about your score continuing to go down with the more Amex cards you get. Now, I will make a disclaimer here. None of this is promised or guaranteed. Amex can do a hard pull for any application that they want or need to do so. That said, for a lot of people, a lot of the time, myself included, for all my past experience with Amex as, let's see what we've got here, a member since 2013, again, I have not gotten a hard pull in a very long time despite having multiple cards. So there's a good chance that once you have established a card relationship with American Express, your future applications will be soft pulls. Okay, now before we move on any further here, I've got a feeling that a lot of people watching this type of video will probably end up having multiple credit cards by Amex or other issuers. So if that's you, then I want to make sure that you're aware how important it is to be secure online, especially because right now, as I'm filming this video, MGM Resorts is under a massive cyber attack. Whenever you apply for a new card or bank online, you want to make sure your information is secure and get alerted if it's not. You're doing your best to create a better financial future for yourself. Don't let a scammer take that away from you. Have you ever Googled yourself and were shocked to find your personal info exposed on one of those public listing sites? These sites can have your full name, email address, and even your personal address. That's why I'm excited to tell you about today's sponsor, Aura. Aura can identify the data brokers exposing your info and submit opt-out requests on your behalf. You can try Aura free for 2 weeks using my link right here. Aura also includes so much more to protect you and your family from online threats, including a built-in antivirus software, VPN, password management tool, identity theft protection, and more. It basically gives you a single place to go for all of your online protection needs at one affordable price. I also love the ability to get alerts whenever my credit report is viewed and when a new card gets reported for the first time. You can either let people continue to exploit and profit off your private information, or you can take action by going to aura.com/MarkReese to start your 2-week free trial. I'll also put a link down below in the description, and that way you can find it really easily. And now back to the rest of the video. Secret number 3, there's only one way to redeem points for great value. And that one way is select travel. Allow me to unpack that further for you because there are kind of 2 parts with this as well. Travel as the first part, and then select travel. So first of all, let's compare this to all of the main redemption options here to show you why that anything that's not related to select travel is so bad. We've got the option for cover your card charges, which is basically cash back as a statement credit. That is 10,000 points equals $60, 0.6 cents per point. Pay with points at checkout. 10,000 points equals up to $70. For here, up to 0.7 cents per point, with some of the eligible checkout merchants here may be a little bit less than that. Redeem for gift cards. 10,000 points equals up to $100. So that would be 1 cent per point at the maximum. There are plenty of gift card options that are below that, and there are also limited time options where it might be like, 9,000 points for a $100 gift card. So if they go on sale temporarily for select options, that could be a decent alternative to travel. But with these standard rates, I would say not a great redemption here. Book or upgrade travel. 10,000 points is up to $100. By the way, the distinction here is that for the upgrade portion here, to upgrade your flights, that's pretty much, from what I've seen, always 1 cent per point. But for the booking travel, which is done via the Amex portal, that's where you have set flat values, but they vary based on what type of thing you're doing. So for flights, those tend to be 1 cent per point. But for things like hotels or cruises, those are usually 0.7 cents per point. Let's skip all the way over to go shopping. 10,000 points equals $50, 0.5 cents per point. That's probably the worst option we've seen so far. I do not recommend using your Amex points for this. And finally, we have the best option here to transfer points. 10,000 points equals varies by partner. There's no set value for this, despite seeing, for example, Delta here, 1,000 Amex points equals 1,000 Delta Sky Miles. That's the transfer ratio, but that does not really represent that much about how much value you get. So if you want to understand why transfer partners have such variable values and why they have the potential to get you 2, 3, 5, 7 cents per point on select itineraries, watch this video over here as an intro to transfer partners, because this is the #1 way by far, therefore select travel, not everything works, to get you incredible value. Secret number 4 that most people don't know is that Amex welcome offers can vary widely, even on the same card at the same time. Take a look at this. Here are 2 different screenshots that I took of the Amex Platinum card and the Amex Gold card. On the left, we see the standard public offer at this moment in time, which is to earn 80,000 membership rewards points after spending $8,000 in eligible purchases within the first 6 months. For the Gold Cards offer, that's to earn 60,000 points after spending $4K on your card in the first 6 months. Moving to the right side of the screen, we see much higher offers, almost double for the Amex Platinum card at 150,000 points, which can be earned by the same spend requirement and the same time frame as well, 8K in 6 months. And then for the Gold, that's 90,000 points. Again, same thing here for the requirement, 4K in 6 months. Now here's the wild part. Not only do we have the same cards with the same spend requirements and time frames, but these screenshots were taken in the exact same month of September 2023, just about like 4 or 5 days apart. And here's another offer on Resi's website for 100,000 points that can be earned after the same requirements, plus 10 points per dollar at restaurants worldwide on up to 25K spend in that category for the first 6 months. And if you want to add another layer of crazy, sometimes you might even see the different offers on the exact same day by using different web browsers, private browsers versus public browsers, or even hitting refresh on your keyboard or your screen here. So Amex loves to target people with different offers based on their visitation frequency to their website, their cookie or browser history, or whatever it is, to try to maximize the best offer for the newest people. I've also made a couple other great videos here about how to find the 150K and 90K offers on the Amex Platinum and Gold card respectively. Not that they're always available 24/7, 365, but when they are, these videos go over some great tactics to help you try to find the offer so that way you can get it. I recommend watching those after this video. Secret number 5, Amex offers can double your rewards or better, and they're stackable. In case you don't know what Amex offers are, this is where you can find them. Just log into your Amex online account, go to the main dashboard of any of your cards, and simply scroll down a little bit. You'll see a section called Amex offers and benefits with a bunch of these as you scroll through them with select merchants. And to give you an example of one, here at officesupply.com, if I spend $75 or more with that merchant, I then can get a $20 statement credit back. So there are great ways to basically get rebates, discounts, coupons type of thing. Some of them might be dollar values as a statement credit. Others might be additional points that you earn. For example, earn 2 or 3 more points per dollar on top of what your credit card normally earns with merchant XYZ. These offers are a great way to really multiply your earnings from your regular spend here. So again, credit card rewards plus Amex offers stacked together, plus select shopping portals like Rakuten, for example, which I've mentioned in so many of my other videos here. This is another one of those cashback sites. So as I'm recording this, Nordstrom, Saks Fifth Avenue are earning 10% cash back. So if I went to Rakuten and then got pushed out to the Nordstrom website, made a purchase, I then would be credited back with 10% earnings on my purchase. Plus, if I had an Amex offer added to one of my cards, let's say it was spend $100 or more, get $20 back, then I would earn that $20 credit and credit card points for whatever multiplier on the card I was using. So there's a triple stack right there for different rewards for a single purchase. If you'd like to learn more about Rakuten, I also made another video about that with a step-by-step walkthrough tutorial. Check that one out as well. And one final bonus for you all, super secret number 6. Amex charge cards tend to be easier to get. And by charge cards, I'm referring to the ones that are the Amex Green Card, Gold Card, Platinum Card, and Plum Card. This applies to both personal and business versions of these cards, and there is a lot to unpack with this secret, so rather than make this video forever long, I'm going to refer you out to a video that I made over a year ago about the Amex Platinum Card being potentially a lot easier to get than you might think. Because I mentioned a variety of different videos in this video to go watch later, I'll put links to all of those down below in the description area. That way you can simply click on them and go right to them. With all that said, if you enjoyed today's video and believe it could benefit other people, then please help me get it in front of them by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on those notifications. Also, check out the links down below in the description area to earn some more cash back when you shop online through Rakuten. You can also convert that cash back into Amex points if you want to get your 2-week free trial with Aura and protect yourself online, and to view my site with some great credit card offers that I've organized into different categories to help you find the cards that you like best. I thank you all for watching today's video. I hope it brought you some great value. I look forward to seeing you in the next one, and while you're waiting for it to be uploaded to this channel, always remember that you are great.